consistent stars we have in Counter-Strike. It's not an if, it's simply a when. And we'll be seeing how he does here versus Team ENVYUS. Big clan on one side. They are on the defensive side as we kick things off. You can see we are going to be seeing the French opt for a push up second middle. They'll be trying to maybe get some early steps towards apps, catch an aggressive CT as they hunt for information. But nothing early commitment. It's going to be God B. First eye is drawn down middle, trying to get some info. But look at Scream's position already, straight up into Boiler Room. And we are going to see first blood drawn. A quick trade though, XMS for Sixer.
Well, it should come to a standstill at this point. T's with the advantage. They have got control of the apartments as well. With the CTs, they're relatively happy. They did have full control of Banana, but Alex, look at the minimap right now. They're rotating. They're thinking this is a full A-side commitment. I'm not sure what information they've got to even allow this to happen. tabseN does fall back eventually towards the ruins, but they did have full control. They had the car position under their, that was their real estate. And now, Legia and CT spawn. We do have one smoke here. This will be a B finish. Smoke CT spawn, flash over. tabseN, the best man for the job in this particular scenario. Legia will be made almost useless here as the smoke goes down. Just down to tabseN. We'll follow him.
He avoids the flashbang. Step one. Step two, find heads, and he does dome happy. Another skull soon to be crushed. No. Has to opt for a fresh magazine. Now Sixer falls. Scream as well. Not going to have any problem taking him out of the equation, this time with the clock. Now just two remain. Scream and RPK. tabseN's done enough. And that is just prime from God B. Catches them both. RPK mid-air. And he loses his life before his feet touch the ground.
Oh, they're just giving up at that point. This, well, we can probably get the bomb down. But have the pants changed colour yet? They look purple right now. This is the little robot on the bottom left. So did he get shot in the crotch? Gets purple pants instead. Just to know that we had that little robot on the bottom left. Like, that is supposed to show when people get shot, like the chest or the leg, shows where they get hit.
I think it's under construction at the moment.
But it is, yeah. So for now, it's just a man.
It's just a man.
It's just a man hanging out.
Yeah, you know, we could use that as our logo anyway for our dad bod underwear.
Oh, look at that. From God B. I like that plan. I feel like they had times where they still had 30 seconds on the clock. It felt a bit like they're just giving up and thought, let's just get the bomb down.
Tap out of this one.
Yeah, well, they'll be force buying here in the second round. This is a bit of an audacious situation from them. Usually you get the AKs down in the third, but ENVYUS, like I said, they probably know they've got the better players available. But God B, he's not messing around, is he? Straight down there. He gets full control of middle, looking to find players at the T steps, but ENVYUS are aware. They'll fall back and allow the big players to do this, but I'm not sure you can stop this. Low HP now for Scream, as they'll have to fall back. XMS trying to stay alive as well. Nothing really gifted to the CTs here from that initial aggression, apart from wasting a load of grenades.
Jesus, so much map control early from the CTs, and then they just completely give it up.
You have to, really. Yeah. There's so many angles you have to check. If the five-man T push comes in, you're not going to be able to hold it off. They wanted that one frag and then fall back, but had to give it. That's a nice nade.
Solid nade, and actually Sixer must have tickled Scream in the past, because now we do have first blood drawn. Sixer down to 51 as well. Great nade. As you can hear footsteps, Leggy's going to be making the call. It's tabseN who can go wide, should he need to. There's not much utility left on that B site. In fact, nothing at all. So it will come down to bullets should they commit, and that is an if. I mean, you can see that just one man, I think it's XMS, who's been given the responsibility. Excuse me, no happy, holding the back. No surprises there. Should have guessed. And this is just going to be one big push, Henry. Shouldn't be having too many issues with that, but then again XMS, and now RPK. These pistols have just strolled into the site. tabseN and Legia taking two 1v1s, and they've been punished. And suddenly Envy have the site. This looked like a perfect easy round for Big.
Well, they still have a chance of winning this one, but it's a 3 versus 4 situation. All the CTs coming through the swarm position. Sixer, if he gets one frag of the CZ in close range capacity, could be it, and it could be enough, but apparently can't get anything done. RPK gets the refrag. XMS with that deagle, and it's all done. XMS finishes things off with 2 1-taps there, and it will be ENVYUS tying things up at 1-1.
Wow, there was very little structure to that. A smoke and a push. But some fantastic fragging from Envy. It's all you do need.
It's French Counter-Strike, Alex. Its very essence is getting the deagles out the CZs and finding shots like this, of course. Boom, good night.
That
tabseN,
helps.
and as Legia, once his teammate tabseN goes down, you feel like he's not going to be able to provide the sort of performance against the 2-3-man spray down. It's tabseN who needs to provide that, and he got completely wrecked there with the Desert Eagle. There will be a force buy in return with the Famouses Max 7 CZ to scout for Legia. He goes towards the top of Banana here, trying to open things up, but won't find anything. But he has got barrels control, so he can look towards T steps at least.
It's a full force. A Mag 7, a FAMAS, and some even an unarmored deagle. It's a real mishmash. It certainly could, but no, XMS Delivered in the previous and does so here as well. This time with an AK-47, puts his deagle to his hip for now. Now they just let the CTs stew on that. They've lost a player, they've lost their Mag 7. And the T's don't need to do anything crazy just yet. Instead, they just start to battle for some mid control.
Holding up together, 5 on 4, use the buddy system, get some map control. Find this kill towards the quad. I say that, doesn't look as easy, but there we go. Happy finds a couple of frags. It's a little bit messy, goes down to 4 HP, but still alive for now. 6 helping him out. And not the prettiest of rounds, Alex, but it gets the job done. It was a bit of an ace stack there from the big side. It was a force buy on their side of the server, but doesn't really work out. Get 1 kill, do some damage, and has to be the full eco now. ENVYUS negate the force buy from Big. The scout, the Mag 7, could have caused some damage there, but you need those scouts to find tags early on. The Mag 7 has to find the 1-taps towards the apartments area. Does a bit of damage, but nice work from ENVYUS there, facing that angle together. So even if he gets 1, the refrag comes in straight away, and nothing really to write home about. It's going to be PT50s now, and tabs in the next to the default pistols. They'll have to just try and work with some frags with a push banana. Yeah, the broken wall position. But ENVYUS now they've got a huge advantage
down
here.
banana here.
Might as well give it a go.
Have a whack at it, get some USPs. High flash from RPK should make things difficult for the guy at the back. Yeah, next, unable to provide support with his, what is it, a USP unarmored, so. Nothing crazy, just another round in the bag for Envy, or at least it should be, just taking his time with this one.
One key player we've got to look out for Big as well. Kiev was very quiet throughout this tournament. CT Inferno, it's AWP-centric, and we need him to start stepping up and going toe-to-toe with the ENVYUS boys and seeing whether he can actually find the 4v6 that they'll be AWPing on the other side. He's actually proving to be a very valuable asset for the French side, and I'm not sure, I've never really been a firm believer in Kiev. Like, obviously, good performance in the major throughout for this big side, but before then, I never really thought he was anything special. And this tournament, he looked very quiet. I don't think he has enough to be that dynamic, kind of assertive AWP to open things up. He seems good at holding defensive lines, but hopefully he can show me what he's made of.
He looks really good against worse teams.
Sure.
I mean, I had the opportunity to cast a lot of him in the Meisterschaft, the German Premiership. And he does, he looks fantastic. When he was playing for alternate attacks, and you know, you put him up against the tier 4 teams, he looks incredible. Like, he's just bouncing around the map. He's got, you know, some flicky aim and some good positioning. Sometimes that gets punished in scenarios like this, and sometimes you don't even get that up in the first place. And so there's a lot of other things that do get tested. You have to be able to rifle, you have to be able to read an opponent, have to be able to adapt, and all of those things sometimes can be a bit overwhelming. But
it's another
we'll see.
eco here as well, just to note. And will be Big. PT50s in hand. A little bit of smoke and flashbang utilization available. But ENVYUS with the firm lead here. They're not sure what they're up against. They've been quite tentative so far. Still with 3 smokes available. Big can hold out ENVYUS, but it's not really going to win in the round here. Might make things a little bit more uncomfortable towards the end. 2 smokes now. Gia and Tabson. They both have a smoke available. If they drop that one now,
this could be perfect.
It could work. They need to get it in there. There it is. So now we've got a chance, but they've already pushed through. It could be too late.
It looks like it certainly is too late. They are charging through. RPK is going to be the king. XMS as well, just chiming in with another. And so it is just going to be a case of, what can you do, Kiev? Maybe he can get Happy's rifle out of his hands, a cheeky AK into the next. But that is at an all-time high for him. Instead, backing away. I say backing away, perhaps heading towards B. Don't know how much damage you're going to be doing with a CZ. I mean, this is a CZ tournament. CZ season, but yeah, Scream does what Scream does best, finds the head. And we have ourselves a 4th. And so 5 rounds in, Envy have taken control, and we do see a double AWP.
You don't see that often from Big. It's when they're really desperate they pull that out. Like, the Gia has been an AWPer in previous teams, not so much in Big. Like, he is a secondary AWPer for this team, but you don't really see it that often. We saw it maybe once or twice at the major, if that. And he pulls it out in Inferno. You
have to assume he's going to be taking that deep banana again. I mean, he's been taking that with scouts and stuff in the past. He's got a good spawn. We'll see if he does go for that early info play. It does seem like that's going to be the case. Perhaps anti-flash. No, not worried. In fact, he's going to go straight for the wide peak. Waits for the flashbang. And nothing going to be delivered just yet. That's early control. Kiev has the alternate angle for an alternate attack.
Oh, nice. I like what you did there. Well, they're going to leave Legia set up here at the barrel position, trying to have full control of that situation. The idea, get 1 frag, full back, buy some time. Means he can have 4 players towards the A side of the map as well. That's going to be a very strong part of the map. But yeah, looking confident right now. The screen falls back towards second middle. As you can see on the screen, that's him just fully set up there. He's got no AWP up against him as well, but he is low. So that was 60 points of health, but needs to be very careful. Vulnerable to nades at this point.
There isn't an AWP to worry about. For the CTs, that's quick from Legia. Does he go for the repeak as he should? Now you back up. Now you get that smoke down. What's the delay about? This could be problematic. Fortunately, his teammate's Molotov will keep him safe. Their toes get a little toasty, and they'll be backing away from this one.
Yeah, no, good job. That's what we wanted. To get that one frag, stay alive, 5 on 4, fall back to the defensive line. 40 seconds remaining now. Will be an A-side finish here. The crossfires are set up. It's looking good for Big, I have to say. Kyiv coming towards the A-side as well. He patrols towards the arch, and it will be quad for ENVYUS.
There they come. It's Nex first to draw blood. Six is going to try and cause some stir on towards site, but Nex is having none of it. And this is a perfect hold from the German side. Now just happy. We know what he can do from pit. He already got 2, but it would be an ace clutch should he want to make this round anything else. It's going to be Nex's second of the round. God, B actually took one of them away from him. And we have an A hold from the CTs. That looked all right.
Yeah, that was decent. Absolutely. That's exactly what they wanted to happen there at the big side. Get the AWP set up at the B side of the map. Find that first pick. That's what he wanted to do. Funnel them back towards A. That's what we got the crossfire set up. We've got 3 players on that side of the map, all butting arch. Then we've got 3 players, 1 in the pit, 2 on the side. Make them come towards the meat grinder. There's us on camera. How you doing, all right? And it will be round number 7. Double AWP set up once again. It seems like it's a big one to be. Legia back towards the side of the map. Nades coming through. He's got a bit more to deal with this time, and he'll fall back. It's a good call.
He seemed to just get the read, a couple of more HGs than he was expecting, and decided it's not worth taking that much of a gamble early. Flashes and everything are starting to rain now. This is Envy going for early banana control. Now, there is no bomb. This is simply just almost posturing, trying to keep the CTs on their toes. Information that they no longer have. The nade does bring everyone down from the 100 mark that was there. Scream, RPK, Sixer. Nothing much to talk about though. Perhaps it means it's a headshot for the M4s now.
Potentially. This would be huge for ENVYUS to win this one and reset the money of Big. They've got plenty in reserve, ENVYUS. Orb comes out for Sixer for the first time. Looking to challenge players like Legia, but he's at the coffins right now. A very tentative angle. It's going to be Tapson. First oranges, smoke out in hand. As soon as his teammate takes a shot, he'll deploy that.
Well, it's actually a molly. It's just going to just lick them with flames immediately. Oh, and Nex has just made this so easy for Big. Envy was supposed to be wrap. The veggie wrap is not going to be happening. Instead, they're laughing at the vegans now. It's going to be Legia. Gets the first. Second is going to be easy. No, it's not. I tell a lie. I assumed RPK was going to be falling, but he's actually going down without a fight. Another one potentially. No, Nex will get him through the smoke, and now all onto Happy. This one, a little more winnable than his previous scenario.
10 seconds.
14.
Come on, Henry. Give him a chance.
God, Henry. Nex is going to shut him down. You're right, the clock was a little bit too much.
Yeah. I'm sad you went for veggie wrap instead of banana split.
Oh, yeah.
That would have worked.
Banana split.
You're going to go with...
for various food items.
Yeah. But,
I think that's what Cloud9 called it.
Yeah.
I just kind of liked it.
Yeah, I've always just said banana split. If you go for CD Spawn and the banana area.
It's a banana split.
Bit of ice cream, bit sweeter, you know.
I don't like banana splits. Why is there a banana in my ice cream? Like, why would you want that?
I've never tried one. I couldn't comment.
Like banoffee pie. Just put bananas. Bananas are supposed to be eaten on their own. They don't belong in other desserts.
What about on pizza? Do they go there?
Oh, about as much as pineapple. That's
Oh, God. It's controversial.
Oh.
On the casting desk right now.
Here we go.
Round number 8, it will be ENVYUS. Still the lead, but Big still showing us they are very confident on Inferno these days. As I said, plenty of money available for ENVYUS. No AWP coming out this time, but still a decent buy. It will be 2 rounds in a row for the German side. Kyiv this time the solo AWP as he holds towards Arch. Won't be going for the aggressive pick at all. ENVYUS might have the work cut out for them. Big starting to show up here today, looking like a well-oiled machine as we described in that pre-game. As you keep bringing up, as you rub your nipples for me there.
Why you got to do that?
Oiling yourself up.
Exactly, a well-oiled machine. That's exactly what I am. Crack out the baby oil. 60 seconds, still not a single body dropped. Not a single point of health lost. But that's soon to change as it comes to the execute. XMS can be first to the scene, next to receive. What's he got for us? Absolutely nothing. XMS deletes him from the server, at least for this round here in the 8th. But the bomb, this is very typical Envy, isn't it? You draw blood, you show face, you really make it abundantly clear where you think you're going to go. And then the two of them, this little dastardly duo, head to B.
Look where Tabson is, though. Boosted up. He has to find multiple frags here. I don't think the smoke's available. It is, but there's actually helps him out. There's one. Drops off. Looking for the second bit of smoke. Does damage, but it's not enough to get the frag. He needs to go aggressive here, and he knows it as well. Can't just sit back. He might have to try and deny the plant here. Goes forward, goes to the wall bang. He's actually not going to be going all in. I thought he was going to try and show us a little bit of an all there, the AK-47, but bomb gets planted. Good news is, though, ENVYUS with no nades whatsoever to work with.
Okay, I mean, they have the numbers. Perhaps Tabson realizing the retake is a possibility. They don't have necessarily the nades, but they do have the players. And that's going to be a perfect flash. Talking of nades, catches Scream, he's doing the dance, but look at this, XMS and Sixer. There's almost no way they're expecting both in this corner. No, back's turned, and oh, it's going to be two from XMS. The new blood, the new to the French scene blood is looking fantastic. However, it's a 1 versus 1. I don't think Kiev has the clock on his side. USP does tag through the smoke, but he's going to have to get out of there to preserve that scoped weapon of devastation.
It will survive as well. It was a nice idea. The old bait and switch, 2 players in the emo position. It's a classic. It's an oldie but a goodie. And you're absolutely right. The idea is that you're not going to be checking it twice. You see, they got their first kill on Sixer. XMS, they just run past.
Immediately switch
yep,
past.
they just think, right, we've got no time here. The pressure's on. Just have to assume it's clear now. And you have another player waiting in the doldrums to find the next 2 frags. Brilliant work there from XMS. That's classic stuff. And it will be 5-3 and the money in the bin for Big Land. ENVYUS knew it. They had a few spell of rounds against them, but knowing they kept the rounds close, they would break them as soon as they picked one up. And it will be Keep saving the AWP. Can he get anything done as he pushes middle? Flashed off, but still won't be scared at this point.
I really like that play from Keith. This is the aggression you see from him in those lower tier tournaments, and it's not going to be rewarded here because XMS is a god. Truly is. Hitting double digits already, top of the scoreboard for Envy. He's been causing disaster after disaster for Big Clan. A deep molly, a middle of mid smoke, and you can go for that aggressive angle towards alternate. Problem is, they have a perfect flash. It was Envy. And Legia going for a scope scavenge that's going to only end in death. Oh, and Scream's having an absolute field day. 2 for him. Excuse me, yeah, 2. XMS with the double himself. And it will just be God B hanging out on the balcony, thinking about what this next round will bring. Bomb will be soon to be go down on B. God B really just happy to have Kevlar, I guess.
So we did call Kiev out as a key player of
did.
this Inferno CT side. They've been flirting with this double AWP setup, which they haven't ever done before, Alex. They've tried it twice now. I'm not really sure why. Like the gear, like I said, he certainly is the secondary AWP of this team, but he's not known as like a really proficient AWP. Someone's going to really cause a dent.
Sure.
And they seem like ENVYUS. I think he's had 1 kill so far with that weapon, and that's the round they want, to be fair. But I really feel like you should be keeping his money a little bit stronger. Get the rifles out, get the crossfires of Tabson. How you doing? And see what you can do.
You're good at that. You're quick at that.
I'm always ready to go. God beat. PT50 left. I feel like get the gear on the rifle, like get him in those positions where you have crossfires, get 1 or 2 frags. I don't think he's going to be lighting him up, getting opening kills and then falling back. I feel like the investment is going to be better off for him just getting synergy with Tabson there. Instead of him taking risks, going down by himself, leaving Tabson in a really difficult position, have him as the martyr almost. Have him baiting Tabson in, allow him to be set up and get that alley-oop sort of system
I'm trying to think of teams that make double AWP CT side work.
Well, it was G2.
G2 did it, right? And then
but they've stopped doing it now because it got to the point where it's just got shut down. As soon as you lose the first AWP or someone gets down, you've got another AWP to retake a bomb site. It costs so much money and you end up wrecking yourself. And GT don't even do it anymore. It's just Kenny the AWPs now.
We've seen Cloud9. I mean, they get the Stewie and Skadoodle do it.
They do, but it's like it's not their primary focus, right?
No,
Inferno, it was in fashion. Maybe FaZe were doing it for a little bit as well. And like RPK's hair, by the way, he's turning into a bit of a style icon now. He's kind of joining Scream with that kind of fashionable haircuts.
It's not as bad as Existence. I still wait to. I can't
He's had the same haircut for 10 years. I don't know how he's pulled that off.
but it's consistent. It's like he just puts it on in the morning.
Yeah, like doesn't ever look out of place. Fair play to him.
Yeah. One of these days it's going to be a holiday picture and we'll see what Kevin looks like.
I've never seen it without gel. I've been playing against him since 2007. Never seen it without gel. Couldn't tell you what it looks like. It's
a mystery to many of us. The 6-3. I feel that's 7 coming on as well. I still don't know if the iRobot's working. A little icon next to RPK.
Why's it got little pants on?
It's got some knickers on.
I love that. It's got a pair of pants just to give it some modesty.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to, you don't want him to be shot in the dick. Come on now.
Oh, maybe they're like Kevlar pants.
Yeah, exactly. Kevlar knickers.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, hang on.
Big, thick Kevlar.
Kevlar makers. Could sell them to hockey players as well.
6-3, another recurve, a big. This isn't the map I was hoping for. I was hoping this to be super competitive. Like, I wanted Big to be running away with it and give ENVYUS the challenge. Because like I said, maybe ENVYUS in terms of firepower and experience and kind of team synergy, I feel like they're going to be the better team. It's always Big we thought. It's Tabson and the tactics that really make them a fantastic team generally. But if no one's really fragging with them and the CT sides are falling apart, it won't really give them enough time on the T sides to really show us what they're made of
100%.
without tactical prowess. So they need, I think, 6 or 7 rounds here to really stand a chance. If they don't get that, if it finishes like 4, I'm still not really believing.
Well, they had a chance to take the AWP out of Sixers' hands. That would have been wonderful. Set down to 50. Now they've made their intentions clear, and this is going to be the banana split, and does look sweet for Envy too already. Looks like Tabson's going to be putting up a fight, as is next. What on earth? How are these P250s doing it? Now he's scavenging AK. Who else but Tabson? He saved the day for Big. He had absolutely nothing to start with. A Kevlar P250, and Big come back with a roar.
I think I remember saying this yesterday. It's like, you assume Tabson's one of those players you just want to give the rifle to, but his P250 is unbelievable as well.
It's stupid, isn't it?
He makes that look like a rifle at points, and there it is, Big. That could be the lifeline we're looking for. Back to the double AWP setup, though, interesting enough. Why are they forcing this?
I can hear the frustration in your voice, Henry.
It's just weird. Like, it hasn't really been super successful. Like, it's not like you're finding consistent frags. That's the only problem I have with it right now. Sure, maybe it's still early days and we can see something from it. I just don't think this is like that viable on Inferno anymore. But I'm interested. Maybe Legia can prove me wrong.
Same
Good
angle,
behind him.
same spot, same smoke. This time Keeve's going to draw blood with the AWP, and there is Legia. There we go. This is what they wanted. This is what they've been hunting for. Early first bloods, then they can back up. But Keeve, ooh, just in the nick of time, finds safety. He does have Nex behind him as a form of security. Actually, tell a lie. I think that might be Tabson, who's rotated off from B. Left Legia to his own devices on the B side. And now ENVYUS just left. This is the power of a double AWP. When everything goes right, Henry,
yeah, absolutely.
This is it.
Like it's not like it can't work. That's not my point. For me, like it's something that's not as consistent as the rifles and one AWP setup. And Keeve looking to give the kill away. It seems he could go down here. There was no need for that whatsoever. He had protection. They had the man advantage, and now it's a 3-on-3. This is where things become problematic as well. Sixap coming towards the R, trying to stifle the CTs in towards the pit. There's Scream taking down next. Gobi, the last line of defense. He can't do anything about it. Legia has to throw away his AWP. Upgrade in many senses to the AK-47. Here we go, 2v1 setup, and that's Keeve giving that frag away, Alex. There's no need for it. Hold the library, stop them wrapping around the bomb site, and that's your teammates protected. They can concentrate on the arch, or I should say quad. And now Legia.
Brutal.
Savage.
And indeed, soon to be wrecked. Sixer on site.
He's dead. Sixer's got him lined up.
That should be at least down to 30. Now he can even bang him if he wants to. Smoke as well to try and give this a 1v1, but time is a factor as well. Sixer, before the smoke does plume, he'll find himself his 4th quad kill for Sixer in the round. Sixer and XMS. It's just kind of great to see these guys bloom to join the likes of RP Games, Scream.
Yeah, XMS was a great pickup for them, and this team does seem to be flourishing if you want to continue down the flower sort of vibe you're going with the PG50s now big after winning a round with PG50s. Get completely reset once again. But we won't count them out just yet. Have a look at the frag shots while we're here. Keeve 3 for 10, so that big storyline we went in with. Big in many ways. Well, not really be coming to fruition just yet. 3 for 10, the gear, 4 for 9. Gopi 6 to 7. Tabs in not top fragging right now. Everyone in ENVYUS chiming in and looking relatively decent.
Envy going to be showing some of that flower power. Soon to get stuck in and pollinate. 3 of them heading on towards apps.
Yeah, I like this.
Now, trying to get Big Clan to start pushing daisies. We'll see how this one goes. I like that they're not taking any gambles at all. They've still got all of their nades and we're into the 60-second mark. This is just chilling and eventually killing.
I'm going to situation here. 50 seconds remaining. P250s.
Okie dokie. Saw what Tabson could do with the P250s in the past. We'll find out if Tabson can seriously save them again. I think that one round is more of an exception to the rule. These rounds do not deserve to be won. Only Godby's got Kevlar, but Leggy has made a USP work. A weapon now lying idle, and that is going to be able to be scavenged as well. You can see the backing up Sixers not willing to try and save that or get that weapon away. And now it should just be an easy open and shut case. Should being the operative word. Kevlar works for God B, survives long enough to take XMS. tabseN again makes it work long range. It's a 2v2, and now they're closing in. This could be a next frag if Sixer pops his head up, and he does. Tags him down to 23, down again, and they've won the round big. How has this happened? 2 of your 5 rounds have been with unarmored pistols. The mystery of Counter-Strike continues.
How are they doing this at VT50s? Just VT50s, nothing else. No armor, no
Goppy had Kev, man.
Okay, well, there you go.
There you go.
So they're still not happy, right? That's still not promising. Those are the only rounds you're already winning is the PT50s. That's not actually boding too well for your actual overall game. But they do get the double orbs once again. They're really pushing the envelope with this idea, aren't they? Like, it's not rounds they're picking up. It's actually PT50s that are proving more deadly.
Well, we keep winning with close quarter weapons. Let's keep buying these long-range zoom bangers.
It's just key. Like at the major as well, he was having games where he just go to the rifle. Like he was having some games where it just wasn't working out for him. I think that was actually a major qualifier, to be fair. But still, right now he's not having any sort of impact. But Nagia pushing forward once again, looking towards T-steps. Just a note as well, someone has tweeted me a picture of existence of our hair gel in.
Oh, we have
seen it, yeah. He actually had a tweet on August 5th saying, "Where is my hair gel?" And he did see it.
Oh my God.
First time I've seen it.
Does he look good?
Looks nice,
He's rocking it. Smooth and sleek existence, and the Keeve misses another shot. Not great for him, but Goppy is going to be saving the day, as will Keeve chiming in as well. This should just be the end of it. Happy did bring a rifle to play, and he will try and make them pay, but the Flames will do that for him. Keeve gets 2 in the round, and yeah, I mean, this is kind of, you know, make it or break it. Big Clan want to try and end this half on a lead. This is the CT side of Inferno, their map choice, and then we've already got a great deal of rounds.
Yeah, but we did say if they can get to the 6-7, we're fine. If it was going to be 11-4, I don't think they'd have enough time to show us what they can do. But now this is looking more promising. They've broken the bank of ENVYUS. We're getting out the Deagles, PT50s, and double up once again. And this should be fine against a pistol. I don't see ENVYUS doing much for this round, but I've said that a few times this map already. So who knows?
Fortunately, it's tabseN who goes close quarters, but there are the pistols. It's RPK. Absolutely ridiculous. Bonkers from the Frenchman. Walks in, takes 2 heads, and takes the site as well. It's a freebie. Keeve's going to get taken down, beheaded by the scavenged AK as well. Now an AWP will lie in wait. Soon perhaps to be passed off. In fact, Scream has got it. We've seen some incredible clips of Scream attempting to warp. Definitely not his forte, but he will be holding it. Hey, forte, that's French.
It is. Well, this is looking good now. Scream not known to be an AWPer. This has to hit 1 bullet, Alex. That'll be enough to win the round.
Yeah, they don't have anything as well to get their way in. I mean, Next could throw out that smoke. That's going to enable them to perhaps boost over it if they really want.
It does make him uncomfortable. You can see that now. Time ticking away there. They have got the kit, but still nowhere near the bomb itself. 3 players to find as well.
There we go. Goppy, don't Scream. That's the AWP down. Now perhaps they can tickle it, but RPK's in that corner. Goppy has to hit the shot now, and he does. RPK has single-handedly won the round for his team. Next doesn't have time. 4 in the round for RPK. Started with a deagle, ended with an AK and a quad kill. And that's the 8 for Envy. Wow, 1 player single-handed. Look at this opener.
I wanted to see the replay. Oh my goodness. Lagia, take a seat. The AWP's gone. Upgrades to the AK, 4 kills in a round. And ENVYUS finally giving Big a taste of their own medicine, and boy, does it taste bitter.
Oh, my Lord. Savage really is when you see someone, just one person with nothing, like nothing to their name, win a round. It's just, that's when we talk about the stars, we talk about individual prowess, and we talk about how that can affect a game. This previous round is a prime example of it.
Round number 15. And Sixer takes down Keeve once again. Keeve finishes the half, 5 kills, 13 deaths. Not the performance we wanted, but the PT50s might have got them enough on the board here. It's not over just yet. RPK takes on tabseN. tabseN still fighting back here. Takes a nade on the noggin, but down to 16 HP. Still aggressive here. Doesn't want to fall back. Wants to try and find these frags. So vulnerable, but he's done enough. And they will force ENVYUS back towards the A side.
Now they should have some degree of knowledge that this is coming next. Has picked up Keeve's fallen AWP, doesn't hit the shot, and that's going to cost him his life. CT Arch has been a problem for Big, and it continues to be so. Scream now replaces it with an AK and does exactly what Scream does. This is the reason we keep him on the AK. Keeps that round entirely in check. And now, who else but tabseN? But I mean, he's got 16 points of health, 2 to find, and a bomb to defuse.
He's got this, Alex.
And they struggle to believe, struggle to see it. A Sixer with an AWP trained on his
now I'm
location.
not really believing that much. Yeah, in fact, he's gone towards apartment, so that's 2 kills to find. He's got his Kevlar pants on, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough this time. And down he goes. Oh, it did work. So when he got shot, the chest went red.
I didn't see it. Nice one.
I watched it. It's
Our robot's working.
The robot's alive. It's become self-aware.
Look at that flick as well. Boop.
Oh, that's nice from Scream. They're just showing us, okay, so big, you have to remember, they've won 2 rounds with P250s across the board. Sure, that's great in itself, but that's just ENVYUS maybe being a little bit sloppy there. Tabson amazing with the P250, but overall, that was a disappointing half from big. This is their map pick and not really showing us how good that CD5 can be, but they get 6 rounds. After winning the pistol as well, disappointing, sure, but it's enough. They win the pistol here against T-side. They've got a very good tactical approach to Inferno. So I'm sure this one isn't done just yet.
No,
if ENVYUS win the pistol, maybe not so much, but we'll see what happens.
$750 spent by Legia. Every nade you could possibly buy in the pistol round has been acquired. Decoy as well. In fact, look at this. This is what you've been asking for, Henry. You can start getting excited. 2 Molotovs, 3 smokes, 2 flashes,
Decoys.
2 decoys. What have you got for us, Big?
That suggests something potentially towards A instead of B. Like you want to be smoking in front of the arch, the pit, and seeing whether you can cause some damage there as well. Molotovs for the retakes as well. They have used one towards top B.
Okay, top B.
Yeah, to stop any sort of CT pushes getting towards the car, right? Normally HE grenades used there, but it's cheaper to actually use Molotov. Molotov's $400, 2 HEs, 600. So kind of makes sense.
Very intrigued to know what this results in. Nothing really shown of the big clan hand just yet. And keeping them close to the chest. They have got some control. Tabson and Kiev happy in apartments, and it doesn't look like they're going to be... okay, I thought it was a wasted flash. Fortunately, just the decoy. Going to try and keep Envy on their toes. I think they're about to be pulling the trigger on this one. Smoke from God B. That will be covering out the arch. Locks him 6er. There's a chance to push through it, but no. Instead, they could continue this walk, this silent assault. Here comes the flashbangs and the Molotovs. Kiev's going to be first on the scene. They burst through. He does have the Kevlar. He can fight. Mano el Mano. And 6er emerges. Are they expecting it? They certainly weren't, but he is going to be forced to back away. Kiev through the smoke. Looks like Big's tactical approach to the pistol has been rewarded.
Looks that way, and it's going to be Godby on 7 HP, but Scream and XMS are coming in. They could be angry as well. We know Scream has got one of the best aims at CSGO. XMS encroaching to the bomb site from quad. 1 headshot is all it takes. That will open the floodgates. It's not happening just yet. Scream wants it. XMS to get it. Now it's the 2-1-0.
Well,
didn't even give me a chance there. I just wanted to build that one up.
Those monsters, they took it away from you.
That's amazing how they've done it that quickly. I looked at that around, well, okay, they might get a kill or 2 here, but surely they get nothing going here whatsoever. It was so good from Godby and Co. Getting the bomb down like that in a fantastic position, but screaming XMS. I think they gave XMS too much room to work with that. The fact he got so close to the bomb site before he was even detected, at that point, they're overwhelmed and like, surprised and trying to deal with him. Scream coming in and tapping heads off as well. A little bit disappointing finish, 3-on-2, not even picking up a single frag there. It will be 10-6. Bomb gets planted though for the big clan. They'll be buying up AKs in the 3rd. But I really feel like they needed that pistol to really survive here on Inferno. Their map pick and a little bit desperate. Not a single rifle though, just a note from ENVYUS. Means they'll be struggling somewhat against the rifles in the next round, but Absent struggling to get up in towards the bedroom right now. There we go.
He does have the Tabson P250. Separate weapon, the other P250s. It's
true.
It's a Tabson P250.
50% extra damage.
Yeah. Moving accuracy.
Yeah.
But I guess, you know, a bomb plant is priority numero uno. Everything else is a bonus. A bomb plant perhaps even considered a bonus. And, ooh, Kiev, he had a good understanding. He knew that that flash did signify some form of showing from the CTs, but didn't quite connect the bullet. In contrast, they do connect the nade. Listening to the bird song. Nice little summer's day here on Inferno, as it is here in Mykonos. He's starting to run out of magazine. There we go. Fresh one opted for, and we lose the Tabson P250. Chances dwindling.
This is not working out too well for Big Butts. This isn't the round they were trying to find any sort of victory here. Just trying to take a couple of weapons down if they can. That's not going to be the case, though. XMS finds the third, Godby and next. The final two players here for the German side. Godby might find one kill here, decent position, but not meant to be. Bad news for ENVYUS here. 5 SMGs across the board against AK-47s, around number 18.
Do you get rid of them?
No, you don't. It bodes well in terms of the financial situation, but in terms of fragging potential, oh, Scream's thinking about upgrading.
Yes.
Hello.
Okay.
Scream throwing away something. Is he getting them for? They're thinking about it.
RPK's already got one. They threw away the MP9s, and actually Scrim's going to keep hold of his.
So, okay, they get one rifle to work with. I guess they realise that we need one player at least with some firepower here. I don't think you throw away the SMGs generally, but I guess at this point they know the AKs are coming out. RPK maybe gets a bit more aggressive, and we'll see whether he can open things up. But yeah, the MP9s, that was a weird choice, the bomb going out of the pistol. I think he maybe prepare for the third round of Thamuses or UMPs at least. Right. MP9s coming out was a strange decision, but there you go, round number 18. AKs and an MP7. Ligia opting to get more utility here. The Molotovs, flashbangs, and smoke. Get into this one. Default as the T's go with some basic apartments control here.
ENVY are looking better than I've seen them in the past. It's really nice actually watching this team's evolution and growth.
The team that no one really believed in.
I don't think they believed in it initially.
They're just like, you know what?
Well,
Let's the paycheck.
Yeah, let's make this work. And indeed, it seems like, you know, time is the healer of all wounds.
Yeah,
at least
better
now.
and better. I've always been a fan of Sixer as well. I thought he's been an amazing asset to defense.
He's been around for a while, hasn't he? He used to be one of those players you couldn't really keep the AWP out of his hands. Now, a little less likely. Happy with the rifle as well.
Oh,
not him, as in he's happy with the rifle, not
I see what you did there, yeah.
Just clarifying. My bad.
30 seconds remaining. Final play here. Good incendiary from Happy. Buy some time. Someone comes towards Arch at least. First frag will be coming in momentarily. Sixer with some pressure towards quad side. Trying to open things up, but he can't do it. Headshot taps them, but punished through the wall.
They're fully rotating. The CTs are leaving it, but so... Oh, it's just a back and forth. That mini-map is where all the comedy's going down. Happy
10 seconds. What's going on here?
Where is your time? Where is your hope? Where is your lives? RPK takes all 3 down.
Why did they fall back from Banana?
That was a dream round.
You were running towards B. You obviously don't know they've got the open bomb site, but you're cool when you're just at the bottom of B with 15 seconds remaining.
Commit.
Run back. Go away. That was it. That was just a blunder. I'm sorry. There's no real analysis to that one. They didn't look at the time and they called the rotate. It was just someone doubted the call and they fall back. At this point, they have 10 seconds. So you have to get knives out. You see them running around the corner, knives out, and RPK can't believe his luck. Even if they kill him, they probably don't have time to plant. That's horrible. Big plan is crumbling right now.
That's, you know...
You have to keep aware of the clock situation, like, especially when you're running forward B like that. 15 seconds remaining, you might not even make it to B.
You get so invested in, you know, the rounds, the calls. You're trying to build, you know, an image in your head of where those opponents are and what your decisions that you're going to be making with that information. Sometimes you do just start getting a bit tunnel vision. This time it cost them a whole round. A whole team, in fact, not keeping their eye on the clock. It's brutal. You don't see it that often either. I mean, you know, in professional Counter-Strike, how often does that happen?
Casting Pro League since the player break, I've seen it a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's after the player break, that's when you see that it
they
happens
lose that
more
sense.
often than not. But for now, Big, after that pretty clumsy round, going to number 19 here, 12-6, and they have 1 AK save, but it's in the hands of Tabson, so this round definitely not done just yet. They go towards B, all 5 players here. Smoke, CT spawn, flash over. Otomo, a couple down. The flashbangs are good to the CT side as well. Scream, they're going to get something done here. Key, low HP, but there it is. The refrag comes through.
XMS, where are you? Walks through the smoke. He doesn't even know where he is. As he does emerge, we end up with a bomb down. Big have got the majority of the work done, and Tabson absolutely spanked Sixer. Great control.
Yeah, he knows he has to work hard here. One of the few AKs boosting himself from the side. Good position to be in, but here comes RPK. The tank's rolling in. 2-on-2 situation. Happy joining him as well. They're going to be pintering the site from Ruins and the Banana entrance. This is pretty much a key frag. Godby gives his position away though, but hits the refrag, and now it's RPK. Surely can't do anything with this one.
You certainly wouldn't think so. Godby confirms it. We do see Big hold on. They didn't have much in terms of anything, really. A couple of pistols, a little bit of armor. And managed to make the B take happen. It's a recurring theme.
The majority of the rounds they've won the pistol. They've won 3 rounds of pistols, 3 rounds on eco pretty much as well. So that's 4, and they've got 7 rounds in total. So what, like 3 gun rounds?
Yeah.
if that.
3 gun rounds in 20, so they've actually won.
So to be fair play, they all count, right? I'm not taking anything away from winning these rounds. They're all very difficult, but it doesn't bode well for the series. If those are the rounds you're finding most of your successes with P250s. Like, you want to be winning your rounds with the AKs and clean sweeps and showing them that you're the tactical side that's going to be running over your opponents, not relying on force buy victories. And
whilst it is hard for us to sometimes explain why they happen, both on analyst desks and caster desks alike, it's also hard for the players. You know, you're sitting there, you're doing all of your hard homework, executes, and nothing comes of it, and then you just have a whack with the P250, and you come off with the round, something you couldn't do with more. Seven to 12. ENVYUS so close to that magical 16 now, but Scream, oh, he's going to get caught out. He was boosted on the head of his compadre XMS on that corner. Scavenging. Trying to keep the weapons out of their hands, XMS. A bit of an unnecessary risk at this point. Manages to do so, cost of a bit of HP. Sixer gets a little bit of a warning shot off towards Banana, but nothing really prepares him for what is about to unfurl. That is a word.
Yeah.
Unravel on that B side. Just one man left to throw some fakey nades. The rest are going to go full execute. This is a big style round.
This is looking good for them as well. XMS, 2 bullets left there, and he's going to be towards B we go. XMS and Sixer looking very uncomfortable now. Sixer, this is a horrible position to be in with the AWP. Might get one, but surely the refrag comes through. They're spamming him, coming above him as well. There it is. Good work from Key. Finally see some signs of life from him. We'll see whether he can hold off 4-on-3 situation as XMS comes through though. M4 in hand through the smoke, of course, finds Key. And now we have the retake beginning.
Oh no, Kiev got completely caught off for some reason, exposing himself to CT while taking a fight towards Spools. Either way, Tamsin and Next then. Left to keep this bomb safe. XMS is low, 1 bullet will do! Takes it to the head, ensures the round survival, but does it happy. 1 versus 2, and Next is just too damn good. A headshot just when you needed it, right in the nick of time, and it finds the 8th. That was exactly what Big needed.
Exactly.
Oh my lord, fantastic. Sigh of relief for them.
Absolutely. Well, there's the odds and bet wagers there. It's going to be Big now. That could be a decent bet, all things considered. They're starting to come to life here now, Alex. They are certainly showing us they can be better on the T side here. 2 rounds in a row does break the bank of ENVYUS. They will be partially buying into this round with the second stage loss bonus of 1900. CZ's PD50s and the Deagle as well. A couple of flashbangs to work with here. Kiev with the AWP once again, starting to show some form now just about as we enter round number 21. ENVYUS losing out a couple of key clutches here and losing the pistols as well. Not the best game from them, but still with a firm lead, 12-8. MP7 for Legia.
See how this one goes.
It's always deadly.
CZs are so damn scary, as are flashbangs, and they've done it again. Envy are going to be taking this round. Let's go. B can do something absolutely insane with the rest of his pistol. No, game over. Dab on the haters in the CZ.
That's exactly what they did.
They just dabbed on the haters there, Henry. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
It's just a pure taste of their own medicine, again.
Well, they deserve a couple in their own favour, you know, after receiving so much pain with the P250. The flashbang's perfect, Big get completely shut down. Towards middle we go. Godby did what he could with the double spray down, pulls out the Glock, wasn't meant to be. And it's a tactical timeout now. This could be do or die time for Big. I think Godby's already made their minds up. They're going to be forcing into this one, but the money's not really there. Next and Kiev, both $2,300. Same story for Tamsin really as well. The gear's already force boy. He's got 6 kills. He doesn't have much money to work. He's got a P250, no armor, with nades. That's not the best of buys. What is so crucial now with Legia is that he uses those nades correctly. So many times, even at this level of Counter-Strike, you see people go for like, so I'm forcing, but I'm going to spend all my money on utility, and then they get caught off by like a double HE or an aggressive AWP, and all of that money is squandered. And so it's going to be playing passive and using those nades to put Godby in a good position, put Tamsin on that P250 in a good position. And it is going to be, I mean, the majority of their investment is in utility here, Henry. They want to do something special, want to do something snazzy. Well, don't stab each other in spawn, boys. All right, Scream, just trying to give him a helping hand. Yeah, a little bit of a love tap in the back there. Round number 22. All eyes on Godby. Interesting he keeps the AK again, Alex, but like we said, Tamsin, P250, maybe he feels more comfortable with that weapon. I think you give that to the AK to your style player, if I'm honest. Godby's certainly not that for this team. But each to their own. He's the mastermind behind this operation. He's got something up his sleeve here.
This is such a must-win round. They've chosen to force. They'll be on nothing should they lose this. That puts them on 15. They need this round big. Starting to commit. It's unlike them to commit so early, but it does seem like that's going to be the case. They're using those nades, those limited utility to try and go ahead and forge a path. And just as I say that, nope, they hit the back key, hit that S on their keyboard and start changing their plans, or at least 3 of them do. The bomb, however, is elsewhere. Henry, I'm trying to understand. They're taking the rifle and the majority towards B, but that bomb's in apps. Does not compute.
It's the old switcheroo, that's what we call it. You go towards B, show some presence, try and find a frag. The boost above the smoke right now with got B. This is a good angle for a little frag here. If he gets one, that could be enough. Gives his position away though. And, it's still fine because he's showing presence to the AK. They'll fall back now. Hasn't forced a rotation though. That's not enough, I'm afraid. Still 3 players at the A site, and now they're limited on almost everything, including firepower. One smoke in the hand of Tabsim. They use a Molotov towards garbage, but no one there. And there we go, one of the final plays now. The commitment comes through. Good flashbang as well.
I love that from Happy. Good to see it from RPK's perspective, and now it is just going to be Envy cleaning this one up. Happy with a double. RPK takes one as well. The double-double, and it is trouble for Big. 14-8 now as Envy get ever closer to that 16. This was Big's pick. This was Big's map in the best of 3, and it's getting slowly taken away from them.
I'm not feeling it since the player break. I think they're a team that has to be playing constantly. They need to be playing 24/7 all the time. They don't have the skill the other guys have. They can't take a 3-week break and get back into it. They're on a holiday and stuff, and they've looked really uninspired since then. I feel like they really need to be in strong form to be able to go toe-to-toe. They can't just rely on tactics and Counter-Strike. Essentially, it's a game about headshotting, and we're just not seeing that right now. No one's really impressing me. Like Tabson, he's not even top fragging for this team. We've got Godby at the top of the charts, 20 kills. Keevan the Gear down there with 8 and 6 respectively. It's just not looking good. I really feel like they have to keep their foot on the pedal to maintain a level in CS, right? I don't think they could afford to take a break. And now it will be ENVYUS looking like they're outclassing across the board. This is the EK. They're allowing ENVYUS to get to map point here. This is Big's map pick, just to reiterate that. This is not really the performance we wanted to see. And there's a pistol victory and 2 force by victories in that. Actually 3, I think. And there it is, map points. And ENVYUS haven't really been tested too much in the gun rounds, I have to say. Round number 24. One of the final buys potentially coming in here. Could be quite a quick game. 4 AKs, Godby on the UMP. Number 24.
I saw the iRobot light up.
You did?
Yeah. Will Smith showed up.
It's a good film.
Yeah.
Robot gets evil. He's all nice at the beginning of the
I
film.
like the bit where he's like, he sneezes. I used to do that in school. I thought it was really badass. Where he goes like, achoo. Well, I'm allergic to bullshit. I remember thinking that was like a really badass line. And then I continued to use it.
Matt said that to me before.
Did he actually?
No, I know where he got it from.
Yeah, it's from iRobot, man.
Yeah.
Will Smith. Keep your eyes on him. Wait, what? What am I talking about?
I don't know.
Keep your eyes on him.
He's going to be big, I tell you. He's
Yeah,
gonna be
honestly,
a successful guy.
Upward-coming talent
Yeah.
in the acting scene. Okay, we're back into Counter-Strike as I start to turn my brain off. I think perhaps because the impending doom of Big is upon us. Sometimes hard to maintain concentration, at least for us. We'll see if Big can. Because they've just got such a mountain ahead of them, a mountain to climb. First blood, RPK, he's going to be getting another frag. We know what this man can do when he comes alive, and, well, that life is taken away from him here in the 24th. Tabson. Who else but Tabson? Now, Happy's even pulled out an AWP at this point. He gets full blind. How has he got that far? Finally, Happy shuts him down. And Envy will be closing this one down unless Godby does something absurd. 2 now left in the server to keep his team in the running. Flash is raining down, screaming XMS. They know exactly where he is, but he does have the bomb. So that's just a little bit of a helping hand in trying to make this clutch happen. This would be 4K for him in the round 2 versus 1.
15 seconds remaining.
I think they're going to let him have this plant, you know.
That's fine. Stay together. You won't be able to get far.
Yeah, from behind they come. Double peek, the footsteps are there. XMS will end it with a bang as his feet leave the ground and the frag does come out. 16 then to 8 and another slightly deflating loss. Big. We haven't seen the Big we wanted to see here in Mykonos.
No, absolutely not.